So you already like knew back at SAU that you wanted to compete. Like you were already building.
At that point, I didn't. But as I kept doing it, I started. It's like one of those things where you start doing something, you put your energy into it, and then it attracts or leads you to other people doing the same thing that you do. You know what I mean? You could be in the streets, like a person could be like, man, I just want to be, hey, the greatest street hustler out here. You know what I mean? It's gonna lead you in the direction of other hustlers out in the streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, if you wanna be a doctor, lawyer, you know what I mean? You're gonna be led into the right direction the more you aspire to do something. You aspire to reach certain heights in law. Okay, then you're gonna start meeting people that have been to prestigious law schools or have their uh, have their degrees and board certified in whatever field you want to go into. It just naturally led me into like, okay, more people bodybuilding, more people who have already achieved great things in the sport. And then kind of just told me, okay, if you want to be a bodybuilder, this is what you need to do. First, you need to cut out what you're eating. You're eating these Philly cheesesteaks and drinking beer.
Oh, don't
And
cut the Phillies out now.
you gotta, you gotta trade that in for some chicken breasts and broccoli and sweet potatoes. And so, okay, so started doing all that. And then I finally made up my mind, okay, yeah, it's time to take the step and just get out there and do it and see what happens. Mhm.
This discipline, like you touched on the discipline just a little. Can you tell me a little bit more about the discipline that it takes to be a bodybuilder?
I put it like this. The discipline aspect is not as hard if you love it. You know what I mean? Like me, I had a passion for it. So, and like I told you earlier, I found that it was a healthy outlet for me. So I'm like, okay, it's been going good so far. Let me go deeper into it. You know what I mean? And see what happens with that. And so it was more me following a passion. Now with the discipline, yes, like I told you, I was doing the Phillies, the beers, drinking, still, dipping and dabbing here and there with junk foods because I'm a foodie. I'm a diehard foodie.
Yeah.
And now it did take a little bit of willpower to say, okay, what's more important? This food is always going to be here, or this short window of opportunity that I have to take advantage of, you know, uh, my youth, to take advantage of that short window that I have to really improve my body while I'm still young. You know what I mean? And see if I can achieve something that I'm passionate about. Because hey, when I'm an old man, these burgers, pizza, wings, ribs, they still gonna be here. Yep. But the chance to actually achieve something that's gonna give me some fulfillment in life is not always gonna be there. So that was an easy decision for me. And I went toward that fulfillment route.
Okay.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, that your passion will spark that discipline. I like it.
Yeah. And a lot of times, we take things like that for granted. Sometimes, you got the opportunities you take for granted, your talents that you take for granted. And, if you miss out on that opportunity, it might not always come back. So I tell everybody, just take advantage of your chances that you get, because you might not get a second. Everybody's going to get one chance. You know what I mean? It's all about what you do with it,
Yeah.
If you're ready at that time, I guess. Yeah.
Well, and if not, get ready. Because I like what you said about the food will always be there. I've never thought about that. When like I want to enjoy it right now, but that is a different way of looking at it. Like it will be here when I plan to live till I'm 100. So when I'm 99 and I want to eat whatever, whenever, I'm going to do it from 99 to 100. Thank you. I needed that.
You're disciplined.
That's a good goal to have, though. Longevity is something that, we don't start thinking about until we are on the back end. You know what I mean? Until we like deep into our later years of life. We start thinking about it hard. Then we're in the doctor's office every other week. But, you know, we're not really thinking about, okay, what can we do proactive while we're young? You know what I'm saying? So that's a good goal to have.
Yeah. So we really start with subtracting 10 years off of the age. So start there and you live that way, then you can continue to subtract those years.
Wait, how does this work?
How old am I?
No,
Exactly.
that's
So so I always tell the kids that I am 26 and although I'm not, but that's okay. But for them, I'm 26. And in my mind, I tell myself that my body is 26. I train my body like I'm 26. I treat it like it's 26. And in a few years, I'll let it go up. But it's a mentality thing. But we here to talk about you and your bodybuilding. And
right
Brian
on.
letting me be 26. Go ahead.
So so at what point did you decide, like, hey, you know, enough of this of me, you know, I want to train others? Because you train some people and I see them on Instagram. I'm like, man, these people winning. They actually winning these competitions, like they killing it.
You know, man, I didn't even know I wanted to be a trainer until I was halfway through college. Like, because when I started off at SAU, before I transferred to Henderson, I was a business major. And, you know, I was kind of up and down with school. I have a semester where I was all in, and I have a semester where I just got tired of the grind and just fell back into kicking it. You know what I mean? But so it was one of those semesters where I kind of fell off. I ain't gonna lie to you, straight up. And then so a young lady came to me and asked me to train her because she had seen me working out. Now on this semester where I fell off, you know, I started actually like going really hard on the weights. You know, I was spending more time on the weights than in the library. Gotcha. And so people started seeing what I was doing, you know. So this lady asked me, "Can you train me for the Miss SAU pageant?" And then, hey, I'm transparent. All honesty, right here. This is a transparent statement. I was high when she asked me. You know what I'm saying? I was in that element. I was like all bad. You know what I mean? But I was like, so I'm like, what? Train you? She was like, yeah, I mean, I just want to do this SAU pageant, you know, but I just need somebody to help me get in shape for this dress. I'm like, all right, I meet me in the gym tomorrow after class, like 4:30 or whatever. So I just started teaching her how to work out. You know, at that time, man, the school had a little rinky-dink gym. I mean, it was no bench press, no squat rack. I mean, they may have had 7 or 8 treadmills and a few little rinky-dink pieces of equipment. But hey, we got it in that little gym, like 3 days a week, you know, try to show her like, okay, stay away from eating this, eat this instead. Now, mind you, I've never done this before, no credentials whatsoever, not even one little kinesiology class yet, you know, so I'm just going off of what I read in my big old thick bodybuilding book. Once again, back to the book. And after it was over with, she did the pageant. She didn't win, but she showed so much gratitude that it touched me. And then I was like, okay, if doing this for a living is gonna give me this feeling every time, then hey, forget a business degree. Hey, I went to the counselor the next day. I said, hey, I need to change my major. You know, the next day, I said, I need to change the major. I want to be business no more. I want to be a personal trainer. What degree do I need? You know, and so that was when I decided that's what I want